In today's society, the role of women is changing and evolving at a rapid pace. There are many different types of women, from those who are valued highly for their work and achievements to those who are seen as being the low worth and treated accordingly, so it's a need of an hour to understand the signs that represent a low value woman in society. Hey! Welcome to the Premium Experience. In this video, we're going to be talking about the top 10 signs of a low-value woman. The role of women in society has long been a hotly debated issue, with many arguing that low-value women are often relegated to secondary positions in society despite their considerable contributions to society. Women continue to face significant barriers and discrimination that limit their ability to reach their full potential. So let's go over the 10 signs that a woman has to conquer to become a powerful lady. Number 1 is a good time, not a long time. A low-value woman is seen often as a symbol of society's ills. However, while there are certainly many women who fit this description, it is important to remember that there is also a lot of plenty of women in value. In the low-value woman, at times, a low-value woman can just be what you need for a good time. She is fun and carefree without the pressure of society's expectations or demands. She is not concerned with long-term relationships or commitments and instead prefers to enjoy the present moment. So she is for a short-term fling when it comes to ranking high. From a sexual perspective, many people mistakenly believe that this automatically makes your wife material. In reality, however, the women who rank highest sexually are often considered low-value women simply because they are more focused on having a good time than building long-term relationships. By focusing on the qualities that set you apart from others, you stay relevant and continue to attract the right kind of attention. So don't let anyone replace you or diminish your worth. Number 2, cares more about impressing other women. While there can be many different reasons for low-value women in the eyes of others, one of the most factors and the most common factors is that you are placing too much importance on what these other women think of you. You're a low-value woman who thinks that material possessions of anything is a key to happiness and love. Being a relationship with someone who loves you and respects you is not far more important for a low-value woman than trying to impress others with flashy possessions. She's always stuck in this low-value mindset and thinks that being a side chick with a Birkin bag makes her superior to other women. She never understands happiness and love come from having meaningful connections with others and valuing yourself or herself for who you are, not what you can or have. So ditch your low-value attitude by focusing. You'll be able to find true happiness. Having lots of expensive designer clothes, massive jewelry collections, and lavish cars simply demonstrates that you care more about material things than real people and meaningful relationships. Number 3 is loud and inarticulate, suddenly creating an abrupt sound and awkward scream. These are symbolizing that lady is fine, but psychologically not hustle between their thoughts and overcome the start to increase the pitch of her voice. She doesn't have a well-respected package of words to express what's going on in her mind. Meanwhile, she doesn't even have a good listener. A focused woman mixes realistic facts with fantasy illusions. She doesn't get a piece of realistic advice maturely. Instead of that, her volume is going up and up while explaining her feelings. Bundle of excuses she has all of a sudden captured due to frustration and creates a destructive picture of her low-value woman. It is loud, rude, and inarticulate. She lacks self-awareness and is constantly trying to draw attention to herself, even if it means being obnoxious and offensive. She's uneducated and has little to no regard for the feelings or opinions of others, making her difficult to deal with and frustrating to be around. She constantly interrupts others and has no respect for others' peoples and their opinions or views or feelings. She simply does whatever she wants regardless of how it impacts those around her. She's struggling to be heard over the cacophony of catcalls and lewd invitations. She is a woman who lacks the articulacy and poise of her more privileged counterparts. With each passing day, she is shouted down and mistreated by society at the values for simply, but still she will not be silenced. She refuses to not let this treatment stand, and she speaks up against it at every opportunity, no matter how loud the cat calls or how inarticulate she may appear. Number 4 is unresolved trauma. A past full of thorns will blossom into a flower into the future. She collects sympathy over and over for the same pain in their past time. A weak woman always feels deserving of courtesy just because of uncasual events. For low-value women who live in the past, this pain can be deliberating and prevent them from moving forward in their lives. Be with a low-value woman often comes with a high cost because you must bear the burden of her unresolved traumas and other emotional baggage. Healings struggling to overcome her psychological traumas is not the character of a low value woman. The past is not our hands nor a future. That the present is a low value woman is someone who is constantly crying over spilled milk, always blaming her past for her failures, and never able to move on and live in the present. This type of woman is someone who will always be stuck in a state of self pity and never be able to thrive in life. By choosing to focus on the past and wallowing in her negativity, she is essentially giving up on her chances for success and happiness. Number 5 is emotionally manipulative. Emotionally triggered down so easily, representing an immature lady, women are naturally packaged of mental toughness, emotional and psychological, mature and strong, but a low-value woman is emotionally manipulative, using her tears and emotional outbursts to convince others to take pity on her. She is quick to shift the blame to others, never taking responsibility for her actions. When faced with the truth, she tends to break down emotionally, making you feel like you are the one inflicting pain on her. Her negative and convincing tone of voice is a way to manipulate the next person, a scenario designed to obscure the truth. A low-value woman will often use emotional manipulation to deflect attention away from her actions. Number 6 is she doesn't have a plan for her life. Hustling to get better tomorrow is not considered the right path by low-value women. She doesn't know any clear vision of her future. She has her covered self with illusions and dreams of a future in her fantasy mindset. As a low-value woman, she is considered to be lacking in ambition and direction. You tend to throw up smokescreens and deflect from the truth instead of facing your problems head on. She is seen as being unworthy of anyone's time or attention. She is often overlooked in social situations. A lack of direction or purpose in life can lead to feelings of emptiness and dissatisfaction. She considers life as a picnic spot, comes, eats, enjoys, and without any struggle. She doesn't value time, and then time doesn't value them. She always appreciates her comfort. Her body language indicated her demanding behavior instead of achieving in the relationship. That she burdens her spouse because all the things she requires to make a living, like a garden full of flowers, are unaware of the struggle to maintain the garden flourishing. Number 7 is controlling, jealous, and unable to show trust. A woman is an umbrella of trust, humbleness, care, and kindness. A man found a breath of peace with the right woman instead of that low-value woman showing a controlling and overcoming aptitude towards her spouse and her family. She is constantly finding points to start arguments and satisfy her inner need to control, similar to how a wild animal in the forest seeks out prey to satisfy its hunger. Her mind is always in the game plan for someone who surrounds them from a marriage point of view. She's like a woman who is always doubting her partner. She's not trustworthy and always suspicious and jealous of others and being in a relationship. Being in a relationship with someone like this can be incredibly draining and limiting, and she builds a strong wall around her with the bricks of jealousy, unkindness, and a rude attitude. As a low-value woman, it can be difficult to deal with feelings of jealousy and envy when you see other women being happy and successful, but remember that these feelings are a sign that you need to work on improving yourself to achieve your happiness. Number 8 is to play games. A low-value woman is unethical and will stop at nothing to get what she wants, often playing games with people's emotions and exploiting their vulnerabilities. She is ruthless and manipulative, using her charm and charisma to manipulate others into doing her bidding. A woman of low value is someone who plays within the blurry lines. She flirts with other men and teases with them to get attention, but doesn't want you to do the same. She uses her sexuality to manipulate others and take advantage of the emotions, using guilt and fear to keep them in line. A woman who operates in drama and gossip to feel powerful has a low value. She loves creating chaos and stirring up trouble because it's her way of asserting control over others. Whether it's spreading rumors or instigating fights, she thrives on the attention and power that comes from causing strife in her social circles. She thinks that by walking away or being cold and distant, she is testing you and seeing if men will chase after. But in reality, they only end up hurting themselves by chasing after someone who doesn't care about them. Number 9 is out of shape. It can be extremely difficult to maintain a healthy and fit body when you are a low-value woman, out of shape. So this is because physical perspective plays much and such an important role in our lives, and if we lack self-awareness about the state of our bodies, it can be nearly impossible to make the necessary changes. It can be difficult to her to stay motivated and stick to fitness routine, but despite what you think and you may think, this doesn't mean that you can't get in shape and feel great. She may feel that you don't take yourself seriously because she doesn't take care of herself. She is lacking in self control, is unable to follow a program or exercise routine, and properly motivates herself. As a low value woman, out of shape and at risk for developing illness and disease, it is important to make healthy lifestyle choices. While there may be several factors contributing to your current state of health, you must take steps to get back on track. Number 10 is insults and shames. She may be quick to insult and shame the people she is with. You may feel like this is an effective way to exert your power and control over others, but in reality, it only shows that you are insecure and immature, and at best being disrespectful and hurtful towards those around you. You can cause a lot of damage and strife, and at worst, it can drive those people away altogether. Low value women are known for insulting and shaming the people, are often digging deep into their partner's soul to exploit their insecurities, and they'll use these vulnerabilities against you. Referencing your mother or other aspects of your life to inflict pain and cause emotional turmoil, these women are known for their actions and tendency to belittle others and to make you feel small and worthless in comparison. It's only a matter of time until she starts using negative and discouraging tones of voice with her partner. Unfortunately, if you're new to our channel and you like such amazing content, make sure you have subscribed to our channel, and you can also follow us on social media and leave your feedback in the comment section.